How to find IPOs in Telechart. In order to find IPOs in Telechart, you go to US stocks. Once you're US stocks, what we want to do is we want to sort it by some indicator which requires 1 year of data. So let's try and add an indicator, insert column, and then look for, say, price. So once we have price, we are looking at price growth rate 1 year. So in order to find price growth rate 1 year, 1 year of data is required, right? So once you sort it by price growth rate, what it tells you is that this stock has the highest price growth rate, this one has the second highest, and so on. Now if you keep going down, what will happen is the stocks which are IPO'd in last 1 year, they'll not have a value associated with them. Like this particular stock IPO'd in last 1 year, so it doesn't have a value associated with it, right? So that is the kind of stocks which you are looking for. So what you have to do is like clear all flags in system and then flag all the stocks, all symbols below this item. Now you have 247 IPOs. Copy flagged to a new personal watch list, and you can call it IPO 1 year, say. Okay, and there what will happen is you have now in your personal watch list IPO 1 year, where all these IPOs which have come in last 1 year will show up. Some of these don't have any value associated with them because they are like basically not yet come in the market. So that's also happens. IPO gets announced and then they come in after 5 or 6 days, but the ticker is already allocated. So these are all the IPOs which are coming in 1 year. Now if you want to find IPOs which came in last 2 years, so what you do is you do again the same thing. Basically you look for US stocks, and instead of 1 year you insert column, and there you look at price again, and price growth rate 2 years or 3 years. So if you and I say let's look at IPOs which came in the last 3 years. So if you put in price growth rate 3 years, now again sorted by price growth rate 3 years. And now in order to find a price growth rate 3 year, which is this is the stock which made the highest move in last 3 years, what is required is you need basically 3 years of data. So any stocks which doesn't have 3 years of data associated with it should show up as an IPO basically. So if you go down and if you keep looking, what you'll find is that here somewhere, see here, now this is a stock which if you look at on a weekly chart has IPO'd in the last 3 years, so that's why it is showing up here. So you flag all symbols below this item, including that particular stock, and copy flagged to a new personal watch list, IPO 3 year, and there if you go to that particular watch list now, so there you have 921 IPOs which are showing up in your list. Basically these are the stocks which IPO'd in the last 3 years. So this particular stock, like if you see Cable One IPO'd in the last 3 years, or say this particular one, we're looking at a weekly chart because you're looking at 3 years kind of a thing. See here, which is one of the stocks which had a breakout yesterday. So Eagle RX or CLCD or WUBA. So these are all the stocks which IPO'd in the last 3 years. So you can find IPO 3 years or 1 year by simply putting in a column, and that's all you need to find IPOs in Telechart.